everybody, I'm just going to mark a couple of dots on my board here. There we go. Now I know where I need to stay. So this is a quick video on how to factor numbers. So this week in grade 6-7 we talked about the rectangles, the area of a rectangle, and how that relates to the side lengths. So first we're going to do is jump right into factors. So remember, factors are pieces of numbers. So if I have the number 12, when we deal with factors, everything is about this amazing thing called multiplication. Not times, multiplication. With multiplication, we're looking for two numbers that multiply together to equal 12. So I always like to start with the really easy one, get your confidence going. 1 times 12. 1 and 12 are both factors of 12. What's another one? It's even, so let's try 2. 2 times, well, I know that's 2 times 6. If you need to use your multiplication table, use it. It's better than using a calculator at this point. So 2 and 6. Does 2 go into 12? It goes in 6 times. 2 and 6 are both factors. How about 3? Yeah, 3. It goes in 4 times. 3 and 4. What about 5? Does 5 go in? Nope. Doesn't end into 0 or a 5. 6. I'm back here. Now I have them all. So my factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. These are my factors. There's another way to do this that some people like. I find it a little more confusing, but I'll show it to you. You can choose. I'm going to use the same number though. So the number we're using is 12. So if I circle that, everything I do here has to equal 12. Using what operation? Multiply. You got to multiply. So here I get 1 times 12. 2 times 6. 3 times 4. So here are my factors again. The rainbows, these are called factor rainbows. They're pretty. I just find they take a little bit longer. So this tells me what my factors of 12 are. Notice how I have 3, 4. 5 doesn't account because it's not a factor. Do one other for a practice. I like to do odd one or even ones just because it makes it more interesting. Let's do 48. So I get 1 times 48, 2. 2 is an even. 2 goes in 24 times. What about 3? Does 3 go into 48? This is where we can do our little trick. I haven't taught you this yet. Goes in once, gives me 3. 3 does not go into 38. 3 will not go into 48. Will 4 go in? You bet. It goes in 12 times. 5? No. 6? 6 should go in. What is, we get 6, 12, well, 12. I'm going to get 18, 24, 30, 36, 40. No, 42, 48. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6 times 8 is going to go in. 7, no, 8. Now we're already at 8. 9, no, and 10, no. So here are my factors. We write them 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 24, and 48. That's the list of factors of the number 48. That's really what it is. We're not going to be dealing with really big numbers yet until I teach you how to do a different kind of factoring. So why are these important? These little lists here are key because they're going to show us how to do our homework. So I'm going to go back to number 24. 1 times 24, 2 times 12, 3 times, what was 3? Does 3 go into 24? 3 times 8? Is that right? I think so. 4 times 4 to 16, 4, 6. 4 times 6. Hey, isn't that a cool pattern? I like that. 5, no, we got 6. Now we have them all. So I have 4 different rectangles that I can make. So when we talk about area, remember if I have a rectangle that is A by B, so the side lengths are A and B. If I want to know how much area is in this rectangle, the area is going to be A times B. If I have 3 by 2, let's just see what this looks like. Yeah, this way. 1, so that's split up in 3 sections here and 2 sections there. I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get 6 squares on the inside. So the area of that rectangle is going to be 3 times 2 is going to equal 6. There's my 6. So with this, on your homework, you have to use as many different factors of this number that you possibly can to fill in your homework. So I've already started this one. Remember, I want you to pick about 5 different numbers. I gave you a whole bunch in class, but good ones to use would be like 36, 64, 100, 12's a good one, 48's another good one. You may want to use 8. So you can pick 4 or 5 of those numbers. Your job is to fill this whole page up with as few spaces as possible using these numbers. So when we're thinking about this, let's just look at 24. These combinations of multiples are the important things that I want you to focus on. Because 12 times 2, so that would be 2 wide, like this, by 12. Now, fortunately, I have all these little crosshairs on there. It should make it nice and easy for you. So when we're doing that, this one is 2 by 12. 2 times 12 gives me 24. I can check that one off. You can't use the factors more than once. So you have to use as many of these as you can. 3 by 8. Well, that would be 3 wide by 8. 3 by 8. Got it. Next one. 4 by 6. I would go 4 wide, 6 down. So this would be 4 by 6. And that's what I get. Now, the big thing I want you to do while you're working on this, I wonder if I can zoom in on that. Technical zoom. It's me moving the camera closer. So you can see here that I have 64 is one of my numbers. 8 times 8 are 2 factors. I put the side length on, and then I also put what the area is. You can see I've also used 36. This one here is 3 times 12. I have the answer 36 in the middle. All right, so that's pretty much all there is to it. Use your multiplication tables. It makes it much easier. And color it as much as you want. So if you want to make all of the 36s the same color, that's really what I'm looking for. It makes it much easier for me to mark it. All of the 64s would be another color, and be as artistic and creative as you want, or just get it done. Just make sure I can identify what the factors that you used and what the main number is. Thank you so much. Send me a message or an email if you have help. Talk to you soon.